Today's lesson difficulty is beginner, or someone who has just installed the game. Lessons include what is Delta V, what is prograde or retrograde, and Kerbin Orbit. So you just installed the game. Good for you. Welcome to the community. What's this? You don't know where to start? Well then, this video is perfect for you. In my opinion, it's best to start messing around in sandbox mode before anything else. If you want a more on-the-rail explanation on how to get to Kerbin Orbit, then keep watching. Steer clear of the space planes for the time being, as they are more complicated than you need right now. They will slow your progression for the time being. So, to get to Kerbin Orbit, you will need a spacecraft with at least 3,000 meters per second of Delta V. What's Delta V? Glad you asked. Delta V is essentially potential speed in one particular direction. Say you are going 200 meters per second in one direction, and you have 200 meters per second of Delta V. If you use that Delta V in the direction you are going, you will be going 400 meters per second, but if you use it in the opposite direction of where you are going, then you will stop. Prograde is the direction that your trajectory speed is. Retrograde is the opposite of that. If you want to go faster, you go prograde. If you want to go slower, you go retrograde. This affects your orbit, but we will talk about that in the Kerbin Orbit section, which is coming up now. So, to get into orbit, first you need to get into what's called a suborbital trajectory. This is essentially an arc that crashes into the planet. At the top of that arc is what you call an apoapsis. At the top of the apoapsis, your burn is the most efficient in order to get into an orbit, so aim to be just a little bit before your apoapsis to start your orbital burn. As you do this, you might notice that your trajectory is getting more and more circular. Do not stop burning until your periapsis is above 70 kilometers, because below 70 kilometers, Kerbin's atmosphere is still there and will ruin your spacecraft. And just as a reminder, your periapsis is your closest point towards Kerbin. And with that all said, you have reached the end of this tutorial. If you liked it, please hit the like button and maybe even subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.